Hello everyone, welcome back to Networks Together. I am Abhishek Das and in this video we'll learn how to create workflow template, device groups and device bindings and how all these components are linked together. I like to call SD-WAN as simplified deployment of WAN network and the simplicity comes from the creation of templates and reusability of the same template for multiple sites, multiple devices. It reduces human errors and simplifies WAN deployment. However, to make it simple, we need to do more planning. We should categorize site types to understand the different types of template requirements for a particular organization. For example, we can create template for site with single edge with internet link or single edge with MPLS link, or it can be dual edges where when one edge will be with MPLS and a second one with internet link. Now, suppose we are creating a template for single edge with internet transport. First, we have to create a workflow template. In this template, we'll define topology types, whether full mesh or hub and spoke. We'll add license information based on the bandwidth of a particular link. We'll add information of organization, controller, and analytics. We'll add interface details for WAN, LAN, basic routing information, etc. There is one more type of template, which is called service template. The basic example of service template is QoS, quality of service. We can also use service templates for next generation firewall, application steering policy, and service chaining. Now to link all these, we'll create device group. This can also be reused for similar types of devices. So in device group, we'll call the workflow template and we'll attach the required service templates. Next step is to create device binding for each edge. In device binding, we'll call the device group and a device binding will be unique to each device. So if you're implementing 100 devices, then you will have 100 device binding. However, if all these 100 devices have similar attributes, then you can have only one workflow template and one device group. So now let's start the GUI and let's create some templates. Okay, so first we'll create the workflow template, and for that we have to go to workflows, template, and then templates. Click on the add. You have to provide a name for this template. So we are creating a template for branch with single edge and with internet transport. This template will be postaging template. Organization is tenant 1. And you can define the topology type here. So for lab, we are using the full mesh. You can also define hub and spoke. We do not have any sub organization. We have only one controller. Subscription, here you can define your license and also the service bandwidth that depends on the speed of your internet link. So suppose you have 1 Gbps internet link, so you can select 1 Gbps here. And then the license period, either it can be for 1 year, 3 years, or 5 years. This is not applicable for single edge. It is, we have only one edge, so you don't need to configure anything here. Here you can also define your preferred software version. We are anyway using 21.1.3. Continue. Now in this interfaces page, you can define all the WAN and LAN interfaces. So in our lab, so we're currently configuring branch 1 and edge 1 will be connected to internet on port number Ethernet 1, which is logically VNI 0/0, and LAN will be on Ethernet 2, which will be logically VNI 0/1. So you just have to click on the port. So this is a physical number. So port number 1 will be assigned to WAN. This is basically 0/0. Port number 2 will be assigned to LAN, and that will be your VNI 0/1. Now you can provide the values for WAN interfaces. So you can also provide a VLAN ID. So suppose your service provider is giving you a specific VLAN, you can define here, or you can make it a variable and you can provide the same value during the device binding. By default, it is 0. In our last lab, we have configured two networks. One is MPLS and internet. For this one, it will be internet. You can define whether this IP is from DHCP or static. So for broadband internet link, you can get an IP from the ISP using the DHCP. For lab, we'll use static. Next, for LAN interfaces, you can also define a VLAN ID here. We have to provide a network name for the LAN. Organization is tenant to one, routing instance. So we're using tenant to one LAN VRF. We'll continue. We do not have any split tunnels or side to side tunnels, so we'll continue. Here you can define all the routing. It can be either BGP, OSPF, or static routes. So for this side, this branch, we'll use static routes. We have to define a static route for tenant to one LAN VRF. Now you can provide the LAN subnets directly here, or you can make it a variable. So you have to just click on the gear icon and you can make it a variable. As this particular template will be reused by multiple edges, so you can make it a variable and provide the same value or the LAN subnets for each edge during the device binding. To click add, continue. We do not have any inbound NAT. So your edge, you can also act as a DHCP server, so you can define here, or it can also act as a DHCP relay. Then the firewall services, it can be either stateful firewall or next generation firewall. Continue. And in the last page, you can define all the management servers like NTP, syslog, TACAX, or SNMP. Now next is create. So our template is ready, workflow template is ready. Next step is to configure the device group. Now you can do that from directly from the device binding. So basically devices, click add, and you can configure from this device group section, or you can go to configuration, devices and device groups, click on add. You have to provide a name for that particular device group. Organization is tenant one, and we have to call the post-staging workflow template. Now a single one edge can be onboarded via URL ZTP process, and also it can be via script. So if you're using URL ZTP, you have to check this box and provide the relevant information. For this lab, we'll use script. So we do not need to check this box. On the right side, you can define the service templates. For this edge, we are not using any service template now, but you can go to here, you can click on add, and you can define the category, whether it is for quality of service or application steering, service chaining, and you can provide a template name. Okay, so device group is ready now. The last step is to create the device binding. So workflows, devices and devices, then click on add. We are doing this for edge 1. So we have to provide a host name, branch 1, edge 1. This will generate one device ID. Organization is tenant 1. For serial number, as it is a lab, we'll provide serial number manually. And here you can select the device group. You can also define the model number. So if in real life, if you're using particular model, you can select from here. For our lab, we're using the virtual image, so no need to add anything here. Next is a subscription. So if you remember in our workflow template, we have defined the service bandwidth as a 1 Gbps. So suppose this particular template is going to reuse by multiple edges, and for particular site you have only 50 Mbps internet link, so you can't use the same 1 Gbps license, right? So you can override that license from here. So suppose you are using 50 Mbps, you can override, and the same for license period. Continue. In the location, you have to provide the site address. Continue. So you can also add the service templates from this device service template tab, but it is recommended to use device group, to attach the service templates. Next is bind data. You have to click on a device edge, device name, the branch one, edge one. Now you have to provide all the details, for all those variables which we have defined in the workflow template. So first is interface information. So we have two interfaces. One is internet and LAN. So first we'll provide the IP of our internet link. So we are using 192.168.1.0.0.1/24. For LAN, we'll use 10.10.1.1/24, and we'll configure 1.254 on our LAN switch. So that will be our gateway for any static route. So for lab, we'll use one static, one loopback IP on our core switch, and we'll advertise that subnet. So 1111/32, and next up will be 10.10.1.254. So this is basically your static route information, your subnet details, and next hop. So basically, if you have multiple subnets, you have to provide uh, the prefix details for each subnet. The last one is a virtual router. So on Versa, for every transport, it will have one virtual router. Like suppose you have internet transport, you will have internet VR. You have MPLS transport, you will have MPLS VR. So we have to provide the next hop address for this particular virtual router for this particular link. So basically, our gateway of our internet address, it will be 192.168.100.254. Click OK. Here you can define the you can provide the values for service templates. For now, we do not have any service template, so you can deploy. So it is ready now, and now you can go to administration, then inventory and email hardware, and you'll have one entry for your edge and a status here. Now, once we'll onboard this device, this status will change to claimed mode. Okay, so that's it for this video. So we have covered how to create a workflow template, how to add device group, and then you use those templates in the device group, and then add a device group in a device binding. So in the next video, we'll onboard this edge with script, and in the subsequent videos, we'll also look into how to onboard using the URL JTP process. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.